What day is it?
Christmas Eve.
Got a bunch of furs to do. 10, 12 possums.
Show them what we got.
Yeah, close to 10, 12 possums. We got coyotes. There's a fox. And this is where it gets crazy. We got like a bunch of coons. There's a skunk, a beaver, and a bunch of possums. So we got a bunch of work today. Okay, so we're starting off with possums. What we're gonna do is we're gonna power wash them to get all of like the fleshy hide, grimy stuff off, and we've already cut off the tails. So here we go. We got the flushing system over here. My dad's flushing it. Any thoughts, Dad?
No, the hardest part is getting it off the end, the fat at the very end of the hide down there.
Yeah.
But coons are turning out nice. Some of the possums are freezer burned. All right, so we are using today.
At the local Walmart,
No, you can't. Crotan. So we mix up crotan with the salt, and then we're soaking the hides. Here we go. So we got all the furs in here, and then we submerged them with, put a lid down in there on each of these and water bottles and things to keep the fur submerged.
Okay, so it's been 2.5 days since Wednesday. This is just our mixture of crotan, water, and salt. And we're letting them sit, and our possums look really good. What we're doing right now is we're taking them and making sure they're not like folded over and
Working that solution in there really good. And just making sure all the foxes look pretty good too.
yeah, it's good.
Just making sure that every last little.
Bit is uncovered.
Yeah.
It's Sunday right now.
Right now we're getting all the water out, then we're gonna rinse them with just to get all the tanning solution off, just with water. Then we're gonna soak them in sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda. And then from there, we'll wash them with Dawn dish soap.
And then we hang them up to dry.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're rinsing them, and then we're gonna do we're gonna wash them in baking soda with some water for about 10-15 minutes. I'm pretty sure is what it said.
Yeah, just soak them in baking soda. So now we're gonna neutralize that crotan and the acidity from the tanning solution.
And how much are we adding in there for these?
It's like 3 to 4 ounces per possum and about a gallon of water per possum. Stir that in.
About a gallon of water per possum. So we've got about 10 possums.
Making sure they're all the way, opened up, getting in every crevice, every crack.
So I'm gonna do all marking this livestock.
Go get it. Go. Go.
Oh, I got it. Ah! No! Mission passed for the empty bag. Okay. We got final step before hanging them up.
After you rinse them off, you're just going to kind of wring them out like that. And just get all the water out. And then you're going to whip it. What's funny is how quickly
It gets dry.
you can see it only takes a few and it starts to get dry. Then you flip it over.
And the other side.
Get the other, like the opposite side. If you get a real good flip, it's just woof.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on the camera, but there's white
And it's like it
water.
almost like gets it dry. Pretty wild.
Washing them out real good. We got about 2 in there. Okay, so we're done drying them, washing them out. And they're hung up in here. I'll show you guys. They're right over here. And we're probably gonna just let them dry overnight. And in the morning, we'll do the next step. It's so cold. It dropped like.
Yeah, it's the same day.
Same day.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna show you how to snap out a coon. Ready?
Yo. The wind is not even like staying in the same direction. It's swirling all over the place.
Already almost dry. I gotta flip it over.
Do it again. Oh, easy.
Easy, isn't it? And it's, look at that, beaut. What a beaut.
We're almost done. We got, I say we're almost done, we're not really almost done. We got about 5 more to go.
So, we got all these possums, then we got
10 coons, 10 possums.
10 coons. So we're gonna kind of let them air dry a little bit. We're gonna flip these possums now in hopes that when we come back tonight or tomorrow, they'll be kind of almost dry and we can put them in the tumbler. So what we do is we throw them in our tumbler. The idea is corncob grit, mix them in here, and just let them tumble. So hopefully they'll come out a little nice and soft. So, again, the tumbler does a lot of the work, but it doesn't do all the work. So they still require a fair amount of just breaking by hand. You want them to be really white. They get kind of curled up around the outsides. And the whiter they get, means the more stretched and the less amount of moisture that's still in the hide. But it sits in there and tumbles them and beats them up. And this one in particular is a pretty sweet, beautiful, like it's soft, beautiful, make a beautiful vest or something. So another thing we do is our stretching board. If you get them on there, it really helps just kind of put some leverage on them and gives you something to pull against and gives them something to really stretch out on. So that helps, especially some of these heads just get so tight and so tough. But there you have it. I mean, it's still nice and just kind of rough it up like that. It's still pretty soft. So these are pretty close to finished product. These are all possums. We're tube skinning all these, but you can tell they're pretty nice and soft. And then whenever you flip them first side out, man, they are awesome. Like, they are just as smooth as can be. Like, that would make an incredible pillow or shawl or whatever. They're not like perfectly soft on the skin side, but they're pretty close. Everybody wants that kind of lay over the lay over the arm. But yeah, they are super soft.
Okay, so it has been quite a while. I mean, it's probably been a week or so. All our possums are done. They turned out pretty good. And then we're doing the coons as well. The beaver, skunk, 2 foxes, and 3 coyotes. And that's what we're doing right now. Wash them out on dish soap and baking soda and all that. So there's the coyotes. These are going to be the foxes.
That's right.
We are officially done with washing them and cleaning them. Now we're letting these brand new ones, the beaver, 2 foxes, and all these coyotes, and a skunk, out to dry. These are the coons. Some of them are already ready, but these over here, they're still getting close. They're getting close, but they're not quite there yet.
The possums.
And then here are the ones that we're about done with, are the possums.
So it's a little bit hard still. We're gonna throw it in the tumbler one more time to finish it. But obviously these are tube skins, but that is an incredibly soft fur right there. Very soft, it's a beautiful hide.
Over here, we're about to run some more coons in the big blue tumbler. We're not done yet with the hide process, but we're getting close.
I thought I'd share all my tips and tricks here. Again, not a professional, but I've done several, and this is how it's worked out for me. The tumbler. This is the most important piece for me personally. This tumbler, again, got it on Amazon, $300, and it doesn't come with a lid or anything because it's a masonry tumbler. So I made this lid. Some people will put a garbage bag on there, but I have found that at that point, there's no air circulation whatsoever, and it takes forever for those hides to dry out. So I just kind of have a little bit of space here. The problem with that is, as you can see, it does dump out some sawdust and corncob grit. Particularly, I got 3 coyotes in here right now. And so they really tumble a lot of that out. You lose a lot more sawdust. I reuse it. I just throw it right back in there. That being said, in here I have 3 coyotes right now because I want that free fall. I want them to sit there and bang, bang over and over again, because that's what beats them up, softens them, helps with that breaking process. I throw about 6 of these 2x4s in there. I cut them about that big, and then I just sanded the edges, got all the little splinters out. And then I throw about 8 golf balls in there. It just beats them up again. But 3 coyotes is probably the max in here, because then it starts getting pretty tight. I probably had 6 possums in there, probably 4 coons, 5 coons, something like that. The second part about this process that you cannot avoid is breaking the hide. You've got to break it. That's just some good old muscle. Getting one of these boards will help you tremendously, just because it does some of the stretching for you. These coyotes have been in there for almost a day. The foxes and possums, because they're thin-skinned, they only take a day. The coyotes take longer. So I push it down, and you got to get that break where you're actually breaking the hide where it turns white. You're stretching it, you're pushing it, and the reality is you're making those oils break out of the skin. And because when that hide dries, it's going to want to shrink, and you got to get in there and just keep on breaking it to where when you look, it's going to go white, right? Of course, some people sandpaper, they use an electric sander. You look at those big tanning tanneries, and they've got, huge sanders and things. They've got all the equipment, all the big boy toys. I don't have those. So go in, hand break it, just use some muscle. Again, I like to kind of pull these out every few hours. I take that back. I pull them out probably every 6 to 12 hours and break them. That's why I like doing this over the holidays, because you're taking time off. You can come in here. This morning I left for work at 6. I came in here about 5 on these 3 coyotes, and I just kind of broke them and worked them for, 10, 15 minutes, threw them back in the tumbler and went to work. My son is 11. He checked on them at noon. He broke them a little bit. He threw them back in, and now I'm doing it when I get home. What I would say on this process is you can't circumvent 2 things. You have to flush them, and you have to break them. The tumbler does a lot of the work, doesn't do all of it. All right, so I'm gonna finish this video out. We're in the middle of a winter storm, mid-January 2026. I'm gonna tell you something, it's cold out here. So I headed out to the skinning shed, which is pretty chilly right now. All right, so starting off here, the coyotes, man, turned out great. My wife wants a coyote vest, and so between the 3 of them, I'm gonna try to get her one. Man, it's just a beautiful, you look at this, gosh, it doesn't get any better than that. What a beautiful hide right there. Man, all the way through, got 3 very beautiful coyotes. Most of them we left still in the skin tube style. 2 foxes. Foxes are some of my favorite. Man, gosh, it's just like silk. Nature does it best, as they say. The coons, here we go. So I left them tube skin. As you can tell, we'll probably end up cutting the bellies. The bellies of the coons are always, they're not as desirable as the backs. They just are thinner, a little more wiry, but man, you flip them over on the back and they're just incredible. We're gonna make some shaws out of that. We're actually gonna make a video on that at some point. The beaver, gosh, there's a reason that beavers drove westward expansion in the early 1800s in the US and drove the fur market. There's nothing like a beaver. Absolutely beautiful, smooth, silky. All of our possums here. Man, incredible, incredible. Possums kind of get, maybe a bad rap, or maybe just not the respect they deserve, I would say. Possums don't get the respect they deserve. They are really beautiful, beautiful fur. So, hope you enjoyed it. Man, they're fun to make. A lot of work. Trapping is a lost art, and it's making a comeback in popularity because of the opportunity. Meta predators at an all-time high. Get out in God's creation and use his renewable resource, one of the most valuable renewable resources out there. Sustainable, renewable, eco-friendly, organic, all those things. These are incredible creatures that I have an immense amount of respect for, and they are fun to trap, shoot, pursue, and making the furs. So big thank you to Brent Farnham with Shot and Caught Taxidermy. He was a big help. He's a mentor of mine that just kind of gave me tips and tricks along the way that were really big for me. So thanks, Brent, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. So get out there, enjoy some time in creation, pursue the creator, and have a good time. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Thanks, guys.